Hey, and welcome back to my channel. This is your May tarot reading if you are a Human Design Manifestor. So what do we have for the Manifestors in May 2022? Feels like a big shift in perspective. I want y'all to be able to kind of see these. All right, what else do we have for Manifestors in the month of May? All right, your reading must be very different from the other types I've done because I'm having to shuffle quite a bit. Okay. Interesting. Lots of threes. Got an 8 and a 9. Got a 12, which also adds up to 3. Maybe 3 is your number. You've been seeing a lot of 3s. And then 3 of cups on the bottom. May feels like a big time for celebration. It feels like you all have been doing a lot of work on how to best utilize your energy. And because of that, you're seeing things differently. You're seeing things from a different perspective, and you've really, excuse me, oh my gosh, a lot of clearing happening for you as well. You're really walking away from things that really left you feeling depleted, either emotionally or physically or both. And you're really, like, I feel May is the month where you let yourself free of everything that had been holding you back or tying you down. And you're just like skyrocketing. I want to get clarity on what this 8 of Cups energy is, because it's like, I can tell there's something you felt like you put a lot of emotional, oh, a card just came. A lot of emotional energy, or just energy in general, into, and it's like you're having to walk away from all of that, but because it wasn't being reciprocated. Yeah, it's almost like you wanted to be blind to the situation and not see it for what it was, and not realize like, oh, this person isn't treating me right, or oh, this person is really just not contributing to what my vision is for myself, and I'm giving too much of my power away to them. Not even like in a dynamic sense, but just like in an energetic signature sense. Like it's like you started to become them, and in walking away, you realize that, and realize like, oh, I'm not here to be like them. I'm not here to be like anyone else. I'm here to be me. And like starting asking yourself and seeing it from a different perspective, and have started to ask yourself, like, what do I want for me? And what do, you know, how do I want to dress? How do I want to run my life? How do I want to work? How do I want to schedule my life out? How do I want to rest? How do I want to play? Like, and just starting to kind of think for yourself and think more independently. Like, as a manifestor, you're here to be an independent force. Like, you're here to be the one that leads and like isn't conforming to those around you, but is like leading the way. And so you're really starting to realize that power that you have in that, and what that looks like for you. And May is like the month where in realizing that, you kind of get everything that you've asked for. You get everything that you've been like wishing or desiring to have. And it's almost like it takes you by surprise, and it really leads to this like just peace, this feeling of emotional fulfillment, this piece of like, oh, like relief, and like I did it, and like I understand now why that had to happen that way, and why I had to be shown that way, and like my eyes are open now, and you're starting to see the gift the universe was giving you versus just like what was in front of you and what you were maybe attached to, just by focusing on like what was in front of you and that your senses were communicating to you, as opposed to like the energetics behind what you were doing. And now that you're in a different place, you can see clearly what that was and can like make the necessary changes. It also feels like May is a month where you really start to work with new people, or you start to like have just a bigger community of people that really inspire you. It's almost like they're empowering you to do what you want to do and to build you up to do that and help you lay the framework and the foundation for what you're doing and what changes you're making and how you're moving forward. This also feels like there's this like you can feel this wish fulfillment energy, and it will start to trickle in, but it's like there's still some waiting. There's still some waiting. This process, there's still some process of like waiting that is occurring that maybe has you feeling a little bit impatient, but like just remembering that it's all happening in divine timing, and there's more that needs to be done before everything can really start to materialize and come in for real, for real. It feels like too, I want to get clarity around these last two cards, the Page of Cups and the Chariot. It feels like you're starting a new, maybe like just having a heightened sense of intuition, kind of being like, maybe there's like you've become aware of some of your abilities that feel new to you, and you're kind of like a baby when it comes to that. Like you're just learning how to navigate this new ability or this newfound intuition and tap more into that, and like also find joy in it. Like, oh my gosh, that like just literally half the deck fell. All right, that's funny. You guys are really funny today. This happened for like almost every other reading I've done today. No, we're not going to take any of those. All right, let's be specific with what I'm asking for instead of like continuing to channel while I'm shuffling the cards. Okay, give me a second. So what do we have? Oh, that was quick. Yeah. Okay, actually, we're going to stop. We're going to chill out. Yeah, it feels like things are moving really quickly for you all once you really stand firm in your ability to communicate and set boundaries and be like, no, this isn't what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what it looks like. This is how I do it. And if you don't align with it, then you can go find someone else to help you. And not in like a rude way, but just in a like firm way, you know? And that's like you standing in your power and your ability to like inform, which is what you're here to do, Manifestor. You're here to inform the people around you of what you do, how you do it, and that you're doing it, so they can either say, yes, I want to do it, or no, I'm gonna, you know, no thanks, like not aligned. And it feels like that is really going to propel you forward and create this momentum, this forward momentum of things moving really quickly for you. So let's get a resolution card for Manifestors. This feels like, okay, yeah, it's like you all are really the master creators, the Magician twice here on the bottom, and then it just fell out. Like you're the creator of your reality. You create by informing, by acting independently and informing before you act. So what is it that you want to create, Manifestor? And it's time to really be clear about that and not settle for anything that's not that. Lots of threes in your reading. Threes are all about creativity, Christ consciousness energy as well. So a lot of you are probably tuning in more to Christ consciousness, like how to harness your intuition, how to have a clearer channel, right, of your intuitive abilities and of your intuition, and so that you can listen to that more, and like hear more of the true guidance that's for you versus like the ego mind or the conditioning that has that loud voice, right? So it feels like too with this like moving on from what didn't serve you, like you're cultivating more of a balance in your life. You're cultivating more of like, no, this is when I do this, that's when I do that, like kind of like setting like, what's the word, like compartmentalizing your life as opposed to things just being like, bleh, like all over the place all the time. And it feels like it requires a lot of strength to be able to do that, especially with the world we live in, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you have your own business and your business revolves around your presence on social media. It is so easy to just constantly be on our phones and constantly be checking Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and constantly be checking our email and all these things. And it's like, we need now more than ever to have those boundaries around when and how we work, because otherwise we're just like depleted. And for you, Manifestor, that happens really quickly because you don't have a defined sacral, right? You don't have that ability to like do and do and do and do and do forever. Like, you need more breaks, and you need to align and clear your channel out when you're taking those breaks, so that it does lead you to your signature feeling of peace versus that anger, that grumpiness. It feels like you all are really learning that, and learning also the control you have around that, and learning how you really can create either of those feelings just based on your actions and based on your ability to inform those around you of what you're doing and how you're doing it, so that they can like be on board and support you or leave your life. So that's what I have for you, Manifestors. I'm going to pull an oracle card to close out your reading. What do we have for Manifestors for May? Is this up? No, it's not. Okay. What do we have for Manifestors for May of 2022? No, too many cards. The Sun. Yes, this is a beautiful card. May is a big focus on how, through all of those things that I just mentioned, how you can find your joy, your life force energy, and connect to your play, your vitality, and achieve success by simply just connecting to your joy and your playfulness and what that looks like for you, and literally being in that. Like, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do, Manifestor, and I want you to know that. Like, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Anything you don't want to do, you don't have to do it. Let it be known. Ask for support. Transition onto a new thing, which it feels like with the Chariot card ending your reading, like there's just a lot of transition happening for you in May, just like reassessment, realignment, and a propelment forward through that. And, you know, as long as you're connecting with your joy, you will achieve success. So that's all I have for you, Manifestor. Let me know how that resonated with you in the comment section below. And until next time, I'm sending you so much love.